morning, ladies and gentlemen. I'm John.
I'm Hailey.
And we're here to talk to you today about the magical world of concrete.
Specifically the Pervious type.
For Sustainability Saturday.
Yeah. Beep, beep, beep.
It doesn't, I'm trying to understand the use of the word meow, meow, meow. Like, is it like the Italian word book? Where it can be used for anything and everything?
Exactly.
Well, like book, like if you don't know where, hey, where do I find so-and-so? Book? You know, how do you make this book?
Or aloha. They use
now,
it a lot.
Now?
They.
That's what it means.
I
aloha.
know, but-
Yeah,
Sustainability Saturday.
meow, meow, meow.
Exactly.
So, pervious concrete, when was it first used? And why was it first used?
Yeah. I don't know. Tell me that.
I don't know, you're the one who asked me to do the topic.
I know, but I don't know that much about it. I'm learning.
So, pervious concrete was used, I believe it was in the 1800s, you know, in England, for foundations, and it was places where there was normally, and I believe this is correct, this is not doing
Researcher, yeah.
yeah, well, of course I've done the research on it, but that was years ago. Whitney and I used to be part of the ACI Pervious Concrete Committee.
Wow.
Yeah, we did a whole research study on colloidal silica in pervious concrete, and Stella, and Whitney hates making samples for pervious concrete. She hates it.
Wow.
So anyway, where were we? 1800s, England. They used it for foundations for, I believe it was high water tables. And, you know, everybody says it's the new type of concrete. And pervious, as I said, it's been around for a very long time. It's normally used for pavements, not really structural things. And the concept is you have a poorly graded aggregate, so something like a pea gravel, or even, you know, less graded than that, a 3/8 inch rounded rock that really just has that 3/8 inch rounded to it. You can even use a squeegee, which is like a 1/4 inch, and you just have enough paste to cover the surface of the aggregate and stick things together, so you create this network of pores, percolation, if you will. And what you want to see is that water drain through, and, you know, what do people call it? I think there's a video on Cheddar where it shows, you know, a concrete mixer discharging a whole bunch of water over this parking lot, and the water just disappears, and it's like, you know, concrete that could drink water. This is pervious.
Yeah.
So,
But why is it good for the environment?
one of the problems that we see with concrete pavements, and it's just one, I mean, there's no issues with concrete pavements. It's just the most awesome stuff in the world, but one of the problems is it is not permeable. The permeability of concrete is like, you know, 10 to the negative 17th centimeters per second. And with that, it means it takes water a very long time to go through it, if at all, in our lifetime, especially with thicker elements. And where that comes to a problem is that we're not getting into the groundwater table, we're not getting water back into the environment. And if anything, as we've seen in Texas and other places, we see a lot of flooding because water is just being diverted instead of just absorbing into the groundwater table. So by using pervious concrete, we could theoretically get that water back into the groundwater table, and, you know.
And I'm sure there's some pollution involved with water just sitting.
Well, and then the runoff that you get from it too, but
Yeah.
then the question begs, well, aren't you still getting that runoff? You're not changing the cars. Now aren't you getting that runoff into the groundwater table? So,
And that's a great idea, John.
thanks! No, but there is several issues with it. First of all, I mean, the other thing about pollution or sustainability is because we're using so little of that binder, we're using a lot less of the very thing that, yeah, cement, that causes issues with our construction material, and that's that, you know, to make cement, you take calcium carbonate, you heat the ever-living snot out of it until you liberate CO2. That's not the chemical jargon, heating the ever-living snot out of it.
Very well could be.
Could be. It's like somewhere between 3,000 and 5,000 degrees Fahrenheit, but you liberate that CO2, which gives you the calcium oxide. Baby girl, no, that's not for you.
Come here.
Sorry, Stella Luna is eating one of the bookcases. So, yeah, so that's another way that it's great for the environment. But you know, one of the problems that I do see with it is that it does have to be cleaned out. I mean, you are getting the stuff that goes into the body of that stuff, and it does fall apart. It's not as strong as pavement. So if you have de-icing salts, de-icing brines, they are going to go into your groundwater table. It is going to break it up from within because you are getting that de-icing brine and salt on there. So, and then when you scrape it up, it can fall apart. So
pros and cons.
Pros and cons, right? With everything, totally. So, maybe not to use on a highway.
Sure, yeah.
Not too bad in a parking lot, especially
Sidewalk?
residential. Yeah, sidewalks. That's a great idea. So.
Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like.
Wait a second. Let's think outside the box, because we were going there for a second, and then she just totally killed the freaking. You know, it was. We've got to do some.
No, she's fine. She's just
What's the
sitting
matter?
like that.
What's the matter, baby
She
girl?
likes to sit like that.
You sitting noble? Are you sitting noble? Because you're a good girl. So, sorry, she's just so fucking cute. Yeah, y'all can't even see her. She's just adorable. This is the cutest dog in the world besides Shlomo.
You can see a picture here. Ding!
Ding. That's not good enough. You can see a video over here. Shablam!
Fine.
Shablam.
Love that.
Shablam. It's Stella Luna! Stella Luna. Oh, you're such a baby girl. Oh, it's a baby girl. Oh, I know. Oh, she's the sweetest puppy. They won the lottery
Other
with
than her
her.
squeaks.
No, her squeaks are adorable. She's so sweet. She sounds like a hyena sometimes.
Yes.
Okay, where were we?
Pervious concrete.
So what other uses can you see? Okay, so we just said pavements. I already said foundations. You said
Sidewalks.
sidewalks. That's actually really good.
Yeah.
What else? Spillways?
Yeah, like sewage.
Maybe not sewage.
Well, but like the.
How about that sewage? Can you imagine that? Poopy juice?
Ew! Okay, no, I meant like.
Who's gonna clean
like
that
the
out? You
storm
want that
drains
job?
and stuff. The storm drains and stuff.
Yeah, to reduce turbidity, absolutely. Almost like act like a filtering
Yeah,
system, if
yeah.
you will. Ooh, that's a good one. What else?
What if even.
Meditation centers to set up waterfalls with pervious concrete. Wow.
I expect that in the greenhouse you're gonna build us.
Dude, that would be dope. We're building a whole bunch of greenhouses. One with bamboo.
What else?
Curbs,
Yeah.
gutters. Is that what you meant to say before?
That's what I was thinking, but
You know, what we've got to focus on,
still.
and if you got ideas, no, baby girl, she's hungry.
She actually is. But
So what we're focusing on here is low strength concrete. Normally pavement's something that doesn't have a reliability on any type of shear or deformation from buckling. You know, a flat thing. And can't really use an interior slab. I guess you could. It just would be ugly. It would be unique, disruptive, if you will. So if you had a garage, let's say if you owned a house, or you were building a house in Washington State, would you want a patio, driveway, or even a kitchen with a pervious concrete floor?
maybe a shower.
Oh shit! That was a good one! Did you just come up with that idea? Dang! We can do that here. No, that sounded weird.
Yeah, no.
We could set up a simulation of a shower. So we have a hose, we can build a platform, have it drain out. Dude, we're building this. More to come. So how do you build on it? I think a driveway, definitely a driveway, that's easy.
Would it be bad for the tires?
Oh no.
I've never
No.
actually felt pervious concrete.
It's like exposed aggregate concrete.
Okay.
We'll make some. There's some outside.
Okay.
Yeah, I did one of my posts with exposed pervious concrete. Wasn't really effective, but anyway. What I think we should do is for that project, that's awesome, but can you take that a step further, like a garden, like an atrium, where you could do, Lafarge years ago had a product called Grasscrete, where you can intermingle pockets of grass, and because it's pervious,
Salt water, basically. Ooh, I like that.
I know, nothing but good ideas come out of this head. So. All right, so thanks for joining us. Can we do that?
Thanks for joining us. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Ding that bell for notifications.